Hi guys, welcome back to another video. So let's take a look at Kamino's latest update and what is happening around KMNO token. Now, if you don't know what KMNO is or Kamino is, it is the biggest lending platform on the Solana, as you can see here. It just hit a new all-time high with a TVL of like 3.3 billion, and as well as the Solana hit a new all-time high in terms of TVL of like 12.8, which is massive, I would say. Now, as of now, it is the third biggest platform in terms of TVL on the Solana, and it has been going up. If we look at the 1 month change, of course, it is not that high is like Jupiter or even Jito, but again, it is like up like 4.6% in the last 1 month, as you can see here. Now, in terms of their platform, this is how it looks like. You can do a lot of things. You can earn, you can market, you can multiply, you can liquidity, and you can also do some leverage as well. So they have like a lot of things going on, and they did have a new season as well, season 4, as you can see here, where users can earn like some rewards as well. Now, if we do look at why the token has been surging recently, I think it has to do with their Coinbase listing. So it did secure the listing on the Coinbase, and beside that, there was basically the pump getting onboarded on Kamino land, as you can see, in a new dedicated pump market. As you can see, the new pump market on the version 2 unlocks two use cases. As you can see, users can allocate and borrow USDC or USDG using the pump token. No need to sell their token. They can also do leverage as well, loop by borrowing stable coins, swapping into pump, and repeating up to your desired exposure. So this is, I would say, a real big one, and that could be the reason why the token has been surging recently, as you can see here. Now, all of that, we also have another news. So they basically did highlight this. So basically, they introduced multiply backtesting for Syrup USDC as well. So since June, Kamino's Syrup USDC multiply has outperformed every stablecoin strategy on Solana, delivering like 6.3% ROI. That's high, I would say. So now they are introducing a new multiply backtesting feature, enabling users to test this data themselves using true historical APY values. So because of that, it seems like that token has been going up. So if we look at KMNO's price, although it's hitting like a new all-time high on its TVL, its price is nowhere near its all-time high, which is like at 24 cent. So what is happening here? And I think that has to do with their tokenomics. So it has a max supply of 10 billion, as you can see, out of which only like 2.7 billion is in the circulation. And this is how they have distributed the rest. So as of now, according to their token unlocks, it shows like it should be at 3.8 billion, but it doesn't show that, as you can see. But as of now, we have key stakeholders, which are basically investors, and we have advisors, and we have core contributors. They are getting tokens on a monthly basis, and because of that, KMNO has been getting destroyed, as you can see, in terms of its price. So whenever market does go down, we see the massive sellout from these investors, and because of that, the token does go down, as you can see here. Overall, as of now, if we look at its utility, it doesn't have that much in terms of its utility, because it is used for staking. So users can stake the KMNO, and they get like staking boost, as you can see here, and which will also boost their current points earnings as well. Besides that, it is used for the governance. Of course, the governance for the KMNO should be pretty significant, because users can control various things. But as of now, in terms of, if we just look at their staking, there is nothing. As of now, there are like 722 million tokens staked, and if you look at circulating supply, it's nowhere near its current circulating supply. And in terms of if you look at their governance, as of now, they don't have any proposal here, as well, as you can see here. So that's a bit bummer, I would say. Now, of course, if they like if they get some kind of proposal, I think the demand for the KMNO will increase for that time. But overall, as of now, it doesn't have that much, I would say, beside this daily boost multiplier. Anyways, now if you look at tokenomics, they did give a lot of, like, a pretty big chunk to the investors as well, like 3.5 billion, which is like 35% of its total supply. Again, as of now, it doesn't matter because they are taking the profit, and it will show eventually in the price, and it is showing that as well now. But again, despite that, it is like the biggest lending platform on the Solana, and it is hitting a new all-time high in terms of TVL. So it should perform, like, I think it should perform if the market does go down, as it, oh sorry, if the market does go up as it is going up as of now. So again, I think the reason the token may have gone up would also be that it did saw a massive breakout. We have two touches, one is from the December and the one is from the May, as you can see here, and this is a significant breakout, I would say. And again, if it can if it remains like above from this, I think the token could be heading towards, it could be basically waiting for a massive rally, at least as I think 8.7 cent, or even like as high as 12 cent is a possibility. Now, as of now, what I'm expecting from this token would be that it does a retest somewhere on this trend line, so something like this. It continues, like it does a retest here and it goes up. So that is what I'm looking at. So again, if you are interested in this coin, or if you are planning to buy this coin, uh, I think this entry is going to be a pretty risky one. But again, I think if it does happen, we could be looking at a pretty massive breakout. So as of now, I'm expecting a retest somewhere on this trend line. So it would be somewhere around 6.3 to like 6.5 cent, I believe. And if it can retest, and if it continues to go up, I think we could basically, I would say, let's see how high we can go. So the first resistance that I'm looking at would be somewhere around here. So somewhere 7.9 to 7.4 cent. That is the most likely the first resistance that it has to cross, around 7.2 to like 7.9. And if it does that, I think we could basically go as high as like 8.7, or even like 9 cent is a possibility. And if it continues to push higher and higher, I think the possibility of hitting, like, we also have a pretty good resistance around 8.1 as well, as you can see. So again, this whole, or this total zone is really strong resistance for the KMNO token in general, I would say. Again, if it can flip it, I think we could go as high as 12 cent. That is a possibility. Again, in terms of its market cap, it's not that high, I would say. I think it can run to its, like, it can run as high as 400 million, I would say, because it is like the biggest DeFi, or it is the biggest lending platform on the Solana. And in terms of like the TVL, it's hitting new all-time highs. So it seems like I think the fundamentals are pretty strong. But again, I think the token does have a limited utility, so that could be one of the reasons why the token has not performed that well. But again, I think if it can go in this range, like this range, and if it can just like let's see, I'm looking at this. So if it can like consolidate here, and if it makes a breakout from here, I think we could be looking at a pretty good surge. Let's see what happens overall. But I think from my analysis, this is what it looks like. Again, the token can go down if the market goes down, and it does have a monthly sell pressure that you should not ignore. This is a monthly sell pressure that I'm talking about. Anyways, this was it. I just want to cover the coin. I will be back with more. Thanks for watching.